we, like she had said, we developed something, but it's not that Marvel or DC or Universal or Paramount hadn't been working with technology like this, but here we didn't have studios working with the technology that we required, and the budgets were massive, and we couldn't do it. So it's not that we forgot about it, but we said, you know what, the time isn't right now, maybe one day the time will be, and then you come to a point of your life where you want to align yourself with people who have similar visions, and when I met everyone at Paparazzi, it was all very random, and it was through a very random phone call, and to the director, and then I met their team, and everyone's vision aligned perfectly, and at this stage of life, you want things to align. It shouldn't be a headache, it shouldn't be a hassle, it shouldn't be an argument. You want things to just align and work out. And we said, you know what, we have a really interesting character that we developed years ago. They said, you know what, we have a really interesting concept, and it just worked, and it just aligned. And that's the way it should be. And this is what brought us here today. And I went to their office, I saw the reel that you just saw, and I saw other content, and I was completely blown away by the content that they made. And I said, this is the fit. This just makes sense. And 7, 8 years later, as she said, sometimes you develop something and you want something and you want to do something and achieve something and you think it should be now, and you're frustrated. Everything has its time. Everything has its journey, and this is exactly what is meant to be for this core. It's meant to be now, 8 years later. So as they say, patience is a virtue, 8 years.
Thank you so much. Give a big round of applause for Mr. Daniel, please. And what I would like to ask now is, Sunny, I have a very important question for you, which is, this is a bit of a unknown territory, I believe, because this is India's first AI-based film, right? We're actually spearheading it, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm pretty sure the visuals look incredibly amazing. What are your emotions like at this point of time? Is it a blend of excitement and nervousness, and how is it like?
Okay.
So they have the booms over here.
Okay, no problem. First of all, it is absolutely exciting, and you know, when you hear the story, when I heard the story, and with the ideas that I have and the vision that I have for this character, yeah, they might be completely different than what I thought, but I believe that when we really start getting into this character, where she's from, the other character, it is going to be an incredible journey. And you know, I've always said, every single interview, probably with most of you here, you have all asked me what is my dream role. I've always said I wanted to be a superhero. Without fail, you guys can go back and fact check. But I've always said, would you superhero banana?
There was a lot of pressure on me, really. I've been hearing this for 10 years. I want to be a superhero. And I was like, I need to make this happen.
Yeah, and not just for Halloween. I want to create a character that is going to reach the hearts of many and also be engaging and also be able to be there every step of the way, which is the most amazing part of our relationship together, is that hum saath mein ye pura film saath mein banayenge, every frame, every part of the story, and I think it's very, very exciting, and I'm really, really looking forward, because we cannot give you any more. It's killing me.
Thank you so much. The basics I believe we have already mentioned, and we know the fact that you really, really want to be like a super, almost like a manifestation turning into reality.
Aaj saal se manifest kar rahi hu.
But you got to tell us about the superhero thing, because India as a country is known for actually loving the superhero characters. So the fact that you're actually playing it, what would you want to tell the audience a little bit about the superhero part of the project?
Well, I think what we've noticed over the last, I'd say, let's say 3 to 6 years, is we've really seen Marvel films, superhero films do extremely well in India. So then you're looking at a demand of creating something that is on par with what we see when we see a Marvel film. And I do believe with everything in me that we'll be able to create that on such a large scale when you're watching it in the theater, that you will feel like there is no difference between what they have made and what we can make. And I do believe that India is so amazing with technology. There should be no reason why we are not on par with every other country in the world. when it comes to our technology. We have some of the smartest, most brilliant people in this country, and you are all going to see what India can create when it comes to AI. And this is a new genre for people to watch. I understand it can be a little uncomfortable, but why should we be left behind? Let's move forward. We move forward as a country, and there'll be so many more films like this coming out.
Thank you so much, Sunny, for answering that. And one last question to you before I open up the floor for the media for questions. That would be that, one Sunny Leone in a project is like supremely fantastic and entertaining, right? This is double role, everybody. So what do you have to say about the double role part? How exciting is that for you?
It's AI. So, there are many different layers to the character that I'll definitely have my hand in and be a part of. My voice, or how she moves, or how she talks. Is that how Sunny's going to talk? Is that how the character's going to talk? There has to be those nuances that, as an actor will be able to put into the character. And I think that's really important. So I do believe that if an actor is a part of any film that has AI, then you put your foot down and you say, if you're going to use AI, then I want to be a part of it. I need to be a part of this process, and I need to be a part of this film. And however that is, an actor definitely should be a part of their own character.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. India's first AI-based film, Sunny Leone ke liye ek aur baar please zor se taali ho jaye. Can I have a huge round of applause for the entire audience over here, please? Thank you so much. And on that note, I'll open up the floor for our friends.
Fans of future, core versus core. किस तरह से देखते हो Indian cinema को? If I talk about Indian cinema, apart from AI, how AI is going to work on Indian cinema?
I think that you're going to watch history being made. So you're going to see exactly how India is going to be affected by full feature-length films in AI. And we use AI every second of the day. You just don't realize it. Everybody's holding a phone. So there is AI technology in almost everything that we do now. There are schools and universities and children learning AI in schools now. These types of things are changing our entire world. So I do believe, like, our children are learning about AI. And, it's amazing because the job opportunities or, the different skill set we'll be able to bring to the films is going to be amazing.
As an actress, how important it is to work AI in the right manner, because there are so many AI videos which goes on a wrong way manner.
Of course.
And there are lots of reels that get viral.
Yeah, I definitely believe that there should be regulations on people stealing someone's image or stealing their likeness to create something for their own use. But this is the best part about working with paparazzi and creating this is we get to tell the story and we get to hold the control in our hands. And I think that's where everything's going to change, is that if you want to use someone's likeness or their photo or who they are, then it should be with consent and it should be in tandem with whatever that project is. So I do believe there should be regulations.
And actors and directors and whoever's involved, they need to make sure that they are involved in this and not just, I understand my likeness was used and it was misused. They need to make sure that if they're doing a project, they are involved 100% in the project from A to Z. It's very important.
Thank you, Sunny. We'll take one more question, but before that, I just want Vinilji to maybe specify a little bit about Sunny's character, whatever you want to say, maybe 1-2 lines, because I feel that might prompt up more interesting questions from the media. 1-2 lines.
Start with, when we met on Core. So Core was damn exciting. So as a creative person, I somehow felt I should add something value to it, because they have been living with this character for 8 years. So it took a couple of weeks to find that right idea and somehow cover developed. And then we felt, why not give 2 Sunny Leones in 2 different characters. So, and that's how, these 2 characters are wonderful. One is emotional, one is violent, one is going to give you an emotional quote, and one is going to